Hey everybody, welcome back to Hunkin' John. Just finished making my video. Just finished up on this 1920s CorCor bus. When I got it, it was pink. It was horrible. It's kind of shaped like a banana. It was in rough shape. I got all the old pink paint off and I was able to save what was underneath of it, the original paint, including the stickers. Also, it was missing the back. They're not ultra rare or anything. I really hate to throw that term around, but they're rare enough to where finding a part like this, hang it up. You're not going to. You'd be lucky to find a wheel or two. But a back gate, no, they don't exist. So I made my own. Got all the paint off. Got it looking all nice and snazzy on both sides. So, if you'd like to see me go through this thing, make sure you hit like, subscribe, share, follow, all that good stuff, man. It really helps me out tremendously. It really does. Make sure you comment down below too and tell me what you think about what I'm doing over here. And stick around to the end. I'll show you everything that I do to it. And I promise you we'll have a good time. First thing I need to do is measure my hole. I got me a little piece of metal here, a little piece of trim. It's obviously way too big. So I'm going to cut it down, but let me measure out my hole real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go just a little bit past the edge. I'm trying to get it here where you can see. I'm going to go a little bit past the edge so I have a place to spot weld to on each side. So I'm going to get my handy dandy ruler. Come up here. Roughly 5.5 inches should be enough, but if I add just a little bit, so I'm going to say 5 5/8. So 5 5/8. Now let's measure from the top. I'm going to have to measure from up inside this lip a little bit. So you come down 4 inches. I'm going to do 4 1/4. And if I need to, I can cut it off. So 4 1/4. This is my 3-in-1 shear from Harbor Freight. I've had it several years. Man, it does such a great job. I'm gonna cut that tall piece off first. I'll try to save all I can. So I'm just gonna come in here and line my line up. Now this one. There's our piece. Now we need to cut 2 little windows. Alright, let's see how good it works out. Daggone. Hey, don't get much better than that. This is basically what the back looks like, right? So you got this same exact width in the middle of the 2 windows in the back. So first thing I need to do is measure my center mark. Now we're going to measure a 1/2 inch off of each side of that. A 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, because this right here is 1 inch wide. So you'll see. You'll see. All right. Now we need to come up 2 3/8 from the bottom. There. Now our windows are going to be 1 inch and 5/8 wide. So I need to come off of this mark 1 inch and 5/8 to mark the other side of my window. Got our 2 windows cut out almost. Now they're 1 3/8 tall from the bottom. So I'm going to come up 1 inch and 3/8. Now we got our windows cut out. Let me show you how to do that. Well, there's 2 ways that I've found that you can cut a square hole out of a piece of thin sheet metal. I'm going to show you both methods. First thing, before I show you this, you're going to need a Dremel, whether it plugs in or it's cordless, either one, and these nice little handy dandy wheels, the cutoff wheels. You want to run your Dremel at a pretty high rate of speed, and you don't want to push down on the Dremel. You want to let the wheel do the work. All you're doing is guiding it along the strip. I'm going to cut one window out with the Dremel, and then I'm going to cut the other window out with my Gilson shears. You see? Let me get down here in my chair. I got on my bifocals so I can see my line. Now my bench don't have a lip for me to do it on my bench, so I got this little thing attached so I can attach little metal like this. I'm going to come up here. So basically, what you want to do first is you want to scribe you a little line. And you just kind of want to keep working that line. If you get you a little indentation cut, your wheel will stay in it and get you a nice, pretty clean cut. So, let me go on and cut on through. Yeah, that's pretty close. Let's try this one back here. Alright, now we need to go this way. This is called a step down bit. You can see how it's shaped, kind of like a funnel. And little points just grab, pull the metal out. Now to get a big hole in sheet metal, you'll need one of these. If you use a big round drill bit in your sheet metal, it's just going to marl it up and mangle it all up and make it almost unusable. But anyway, you just poke you a big hole. But you see, it's making a pretty good size hole. Then I can come in from the back and shave it all down, but I want to go a little bit bigger. Ta-da! I got my big old giant hole. So, now, let me move this a little bit. I'm going to try to keep this in the camera angle. You can see my lines, right? You can see them on there. Got my Gilson shears. I'm just going to come in here, and I'm going to get right. I'm going to try to show you while I do it. Get right up in there close to my line. Now, both of these holes will require some filing. Can't hardly see in there. Get a little bit more of that. Here we go. Now I got my little straight little notch cut out. Let me trim that little piece up. Now once I get my straight line, I can just come in here with these. Right up to the line, see? Make me another little strip, see there? See there how that does? And we'll go a little bit more. That'll be alright, I'll hit it with a file. I'd rather go just a little bit too shy than too far. See? That should be enough. Now it goes straight across. So now what you end up with is two square holes, and they need some work, obviously. So, best way to perform such duties, put it in your vise, like so. Tighten it down. Just come in here with your vise, just like so. got our holes cut out. They're not perfect. Neither is the toy. So let's clean that up. Got a little Scotch-Brite pad type deal. Kind of what I'm talking about. Let's put our bow back in it. Yeah, I'm ready to spot weld that in. Trick is not getting burnt. That's the trick. Now, let's move on up. Ruh-roh. I think that's about all I'm going to be able to get in there to do. I think I can hammer some of this smooth right here, but let's see here. See what I can do. The main reason I wanted to do this was to add strength. You could take it and wobble it back and forth real bad when I first got it, and I wanted to put this back in there. It just adds a lot of strength. So while I was fooling with that, kind of noticed you can see how it's a little bit rippled coming up through here. So I'm just going to take my hammer. I can't get a dolly in there, so I'm just going to kind of get my fingers in there and hold this from bending down. And I'm just going to hit each one of them little ripples. Looks like that needs another spot weld in there. There's a big piece right there. You can see it right there. See if we can't hammer that down. Yeah, it's looking like something now. This is when you need longer tongs. I don't think I'm going to be able to get in there any further. Hey, that looks a whole lot better. Looks a whole lot better than it did. That ridge right there. What's the other side look like? Ooh, look at there. Wonder if we can get in there and fix it. I think the next thing I'm going to do here is, I don't know what that paint is, but I don't like it, so I'm going to try to get as much of it off as I can and get down to the green. So I'm going to use straight degreaser on it. This is Purple Power. I don't have a spray brush. Real good. And I'm just going to go to scrubbing it. Maybe it'll bring out some of the green. So we got it all good and cleaned up, scrubbed up with Super Clean. still got a lot of pink, but I'm starting to see some green come through here and there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to see if I can get a little bit more of that green come out. Acetone. Make sure you wear safety glasses and gloves. Please don't do what I do and hurt yourself. I'm an untrained, non-professional. You dig? So don't do what I do. Do the opposite. Let's see if we can get some green. Holy crap. Holy crap. No way, Jose. Are you seeing that? Oh, it's on. It's on. Well, so far, I think it looks outstanding. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I've done half. Got the grill all done. It's a little bit warped up. I need to fix that. I just noticed that. Got that all done up real nice. Still got some of the original sticker. This side I have not touched, so I just wanted to do half so I'll be able to show how it looks halfway done. So what I'm finding out is this pink stuff is a little bit cantankerous. The green comes off like that, so you have to be really, really careful. So I've been using a Q-tip and some acetone in this. Let me show you. With a Q-tip, I just have a lot more control, it seems like. Let's see this part right here. It just seems like I can take off as much or as little as I want. But it is a little thick. I'll come in and wipe it off so I can kind of see where I'm at. Well, I kind of got to this little sticker here, so I got my Q-tip good and wet, but it's a little bit too wet. So I'm going to work around my sticker a little bit and kind of get some of that off of my Q-tip. And then I'm going to come up here on my sticker once my Q-tip's a little bit more dry. I'm just going to barely apply a little bit of pressure, just enough to get that pink off. I'd love to be able to save most of that sticker. You can still kind of read it. See? Yeah. I got my Q-tip wet again, so I'm going to come down here on this. Come to work on it a little bit. See the green? Now I'm going to get back up here on my sticker. Alright, well, we got quite a bit of the pink off. I left a little bit in places, you know, just as a reminder. And a lot of it I couldn't get, you know, couldn't get it all off. I tried. But anyway, we got her looking pretty good. Got her looking pretty good. Let it sit out in the rain last night. Didn't really do a whole lot, but a little bit of rust. We got us a big old pile of Q-tips. About used all of them. So anyway, next thing is PawPaw Sauce. PawPaw Sauce. Flood Penetrol, not Flotrol. Flood Penetrol. Make sure it says Penetrol. And this stuff works great. You've seen it in several of my videos. I use it on my 64 Pontiac Bonneville. I just recently purchased a 75 Cadillac Eldorado convertible that's got some patina on it. I'm going to be using it on it. And yeah, so we're going to put it on the bus. So let's see what she looks like. Well, I've already washed it, and I'm going to go ahead and ruin this good hand towel because it's CorCor. So, alright, moment of truth. Never pour this directly on anything. I mean, you probably could if it's really, really rusty. It wouldn't hurt anything, but I always pour everything on a rag first. Everything, man. Especially if I've never tried something or if it's some kind of harsh abrasive chemical, I always put it on the rag first. So I'm going to start on the top. I'm going to be handling it a lot. It's helping a little bit. I should have sanded a little bit. That's okay. If you missed it, or if you've not watched it all the way through, this is a 1920s CorCor bus. If you skipped all the way through, well, it was pink, basically, and it looked like somebody had painted it with fingernail polish. The back was missing off of it. It had definitely seen better days. Yeah. Now, this will take a little while to dry, so you know, once it starts to dry a little bit, I'll come in with a second coat and all that good jazz, and then I'll put it up on the shelf. But that's pretty much how she's going to look. Got a little bit of shine to it now. Man, I really like it quite a bit more. We got our back all made, looking all good and snazzy. Got the stickers coming out a little bit. Got some good patina. Got some really good patina. So yeah, she'll sit it right up on the shelf next to the CorCor Graham. And if you've not seen the video of the CorCor Graham that I built the teardrop for and refurbished, got the headlights all working, go check it out too. I'll put the link in the description. But anyway, thank you very, very much for watching. That's going to wrap us up for today. And go ahead and make sure you like, subscribe, share, follow. Comment down below what you think about these toys. If you want to see more Tonka stuff, or if you want to see more stuff like this, make sure you subscribe so that you'll see my next video coming out. I'm going to be working on this. This is a 1930s Wolverine mystery car. A lot of people say it's a Marks. When you look for these, you'll probably find it listed under Marks, but it's made by Wolverine. It was a push and go car. Had a little press thing here, and it was real flimsy inside, so not many of them survived. I was lucky enough to find this one. It was just a shell, missing everything. So what I'm going to do is come in and make a bottom, and I think I'm going to make it into a gasser. So well, if you got a gasser, you got to have something to take it to the track on. But I ain't going to build another ramp truck or a wedge truck, so come back next week. You'll see me put this thing together. I'm going to build you something really cool out of this. You'll love this. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Keep on a hunking. Keep on a jumping.